And I think, wait, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put my back into it. Yep. Yeah, we're live. Hey. Hey, welcome on in. Okay. We shall jump on in to hold. Is it gonna come up? Oh, yeah, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. All right. The year was year one. I think to make sure that, you know, we have a civilization that's worth looking at here. Okay, so let me describe what we've got going on here. All right. We've got a basic box world, as close as it gets to basic bitch world, as you can possibly get without getting your eyes wet. However, what we've got is a flat world, totally cool because, you know, the world is flat anyways. You know, it's an accurate representation of our own world, you know. And beyond I said that so I said that so matter of factly. I think some people will actually believe it. And beyond the ice wall you have anyways. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do really quickly, I just want to maybe block off some of these areas so that we can have a couple of civilizations that that don't interact or intermingle until a little bit later on in the game. Okay, I think we should be good there. What we'll do is we'll add in, let's give this little part, maybe we'll give them, I feel like 10 people is maybe enough to not have too much inbreeding. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay, so they're not moving because we're paused. And then up here, up in the other corner, we're gonna give this place another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And we might make a couple of offshoot societies. So over here, 6 orcs. Down here, 1, 2, 3, 4 dwarves. And up here in the mushrooms, 3 elves. The elves, they're so OP in this game, okay? Don't ask me how I know. I'm God, okay? Are you God? Yes, Nova Charter, welcome. It is I, your God. Anyways. Fortunately, I must get ready for my day. Glad to catch the beginning to say hi. Well, thank you very much, Looples. Enjoy your day. Hope it's a good one. Stay cool, and have a good day with the littles. Enjoy your local library. Okay, I think we can hit play here. All right, let's watch what our people do. This guy is looking mighty jolly. Just saying hee hee. And he's the leader. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I think humans generally gravitate towards a really jolly leader. You know, you aspire towards something that you want for yourself. You know, you aspire towards that for your civilization, you know? I think that's why things are the way they are right now, right? Everybody's so jolly. What are the elves up to? Oh, they're just fucking chilling, dude. They're sleeping. they'll live for a 1,000 years, so they're not really in too much of a rush. They don't really give too much of a shit. Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? These elves are, man, they are strong though. Holy. Oh, looks like we're starting to build, oh yeah. We're starting to build a civilization over there. Okay.
Gaga.
Okay, yeah, Gaga, of course. This is a lot more activity than I was expecting. This soon? The humans have learned fire. They're also looking for perhaps treasure. Oh yeah, they're interested in treasure. That's okay. What about these humans? What are they interested in? They just want to sleep, dude. They're fucking tired. That's so relatable. That's so relatable, dude. I look forward to their progress. What about the orcs? What are they doing? Oh, wow. Things have come along. Or these are the dwarves. That's right. They're also kind of jolly. They're thinking about pancakes, cake, and death. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that's not great. Holy crap, he's beefy. They're all beefy? They're all incredibly beefy. Okay, wow. That's good to know. They've got their first tent down. Wow. Wonder what are we doing up here? Oh, we've got tents, we've got houses. Okay. Okay, we're making progress. Things are coming along. Things are coming along. We're in year 5. We're in Greguary. One of the most sacred of the months. You know, our elves are really lagging behind. They're lazy. These dudes, they're lazy. They don't really care too much. Oh, yeah. Oh god. I think his dancing is killing the bugs. Hard to say. We'll come back and check in on his advancements later. That is wild. What are we doing down here? I'm not sure what this is. Must be some sort of, you know, monumental totem. Oh, we've got houses. Mostly in tents, though. But everybody seems pretty happy. I think it's a good time to pause and take a look at some of these people. That. They're building. Their happiness is 100%. You know what? That's so nice. That's so nice to hear. Everybody's happiness is 100%. Oh, not you. Not you. But they had a meal, so that's pretty good. What about you? Your happiness is 61%. Okay. Maybe things aren't as good as I had assumed they were over here in what is this place called? What is this place called? Who knows? In Britor Solhelm, you know? I should probably change that to something I can pronounce. And King Ron is there. Oh, he's breeding. Hold on. I've interrupted something. Maybe we should come back at a different time. Can I change your name? Yeah, okay. Let's call this place. What can we call this place? Yo, Lord Cheese's Crust, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. So far. Wait, are these meteors? Oh my gosh. Meteor. Yo, Tunga, what's up, dude? What the heck is this cool game? This cool game is cool. It's called WorldBox Simulator. All right, let's continue. If I can remember how to. Here, play. Okay. Oh, I was gonna rename this place. That's right. What's a good place? What's what would be a good name for this place? We're humans. We're in a jungle, kind of on the beach, but there's also like ice. I think we've built into ice. I'll let you guys come up with a good name for it. Ron, and this is a pretty good name. Hold on. That's a pretty good name. I'm doing fantastic, Lord Jesus Christ. Thanks for asking, buddy. The dwarves have upgraded their society a little bit here. We're in tents, we're in huts, we're snoozing. Listen, everything's going pretty well over here. What in the hell is that thing? What the fuck is that? What is a garl? What the fuck? What the hell do they got going on over here? What the fuck? Okay, yeah, we'll come back to that later. What is that? Oh, that was nothing. That was literally nothing. I had assumed something was there, but it was not. You see? What the fuck? Meow. Okay, good to know. All right, how are the humans up here? It feels like I want to say they're thriving. They've got paths. They've got the beginnings of roads. There's love in the air, but there's also a little bit of death. So it's really hard to kind of figure out what's going on there. So that's cool. Wait, discovered weightless. Who's got the weightless trait? Oh, the cat's got the weightless trait. And it's gone. Oh, there he is. All right. His task is moving. You know what? I get that, brother. I get that. What the hell is that? A scorpion? Oh. Satari almost got fucking wiped by the scorpion. I don't know. I don't know if poison's a thing in this, but we'll have to keep an eye on their progress. All right, we should go back down. Rename this settlement as Ron. Whoa, there's some progress being made. And I think this may be the perfect time for a country like this to rename itself Ron. We've made some major settlement upgrades. What with this, it looks like community hall of some sort. Things have progressed quite a bit in Ron. We've got 29 people in Ron. It's a bustling settlement, dude. We've got roads. We've got whatever the hell this thing is. I'm really not sure. We've got Dabada. Things are moving along. Citizens of Ron, I present you a Ronstitution. These are the commandments of the Ronstitution. Wow. And the dwarves are still doing okay. They've got 7 people now. You know, that's pretty cool. What would be a good name for the kingdom of the dwarves? Let's think about that. Let's think about a good name for the kingdom of the dwarves. Oh, right, the orcs. How many orcs we got now? 24 orcs. I think I only put like a couple on the island. That's crazy. 20. These guys are fucking like rabbits. They don't have much land either, so they may have to they may invent ways off the island real quick, and they may invade. We'll see. How's the elves doing? We're doing all right over here. I don't know what they're building. A windmill? Wow, these guys are okay. The elves are not fucking around. Their encampments are pretty basic, but they've got some interesting tech over here. Nova, you're about to start work. I hope you have a good day, brother. Elves are obviously Elrond. So true. So true. We've got a lot of things. We got low tribute. Hold on. What is this? The crown collects minimal tribute from its cities. Okay. Low tribute, high gratitude, of course. Low tax. Light taxes fill hearts, not pockets. So true. Obviously, we're in Elrond. 15 people in Elrond. Things are progressing pretty well. They're having complex dialogue. Ooh, okay. Oh wow, they are building too. Okay, things are progressing quickly in Elrond. Oh, you know what? Across the pond, we've seen the power of windmills, and the humans have built them for themselves at Sletro. Good old Sletro. 43 people. That's a lot of people. People are coming and going, and they are not leaving. Actually, there's no going. The people are loving Sletro, and they've expanded quite a bit. When we take a broader look on things, Elrond's quite large. Sletro's, I think, probably our largest settlement. Ron, you know, it's coming along. Only 37 people, so it's certainly our smaller human settlement. Whether or not they could actually contend with the dwarves or the elves is really hard to say. We may have to pit them up against them at some point and just see who the dominant species is. But that's a story for a different time. What are we doing? Are we chopping down this mushroom? We are chopping down the mushroom. This is incredible. This is incredible tech. What are they going to do with that chopped down mushroom? Do they feed their families with that? Are they vegan? That would make sense. It would make sense. Wow. Things are moving along at quite a steady pace. All right, let's check in with the friends down at Ron. Yo, we've got windmills. We've got ice trees popping up and across the way. What the hell is that? Creature selected Bowcourt. Oh, it's a crab. Of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. It seems we're building a road here in front of the windmill. I'm not sure what's gonna happen there. I think those are called windrons. Oh, that's so true. So true. The people of Ron have built their first windron, of course. And rather than City Hall, this is what would that be? This is a Ron house. And then we've got Ron tents, Ron cabins, a big Ron fire. Things are going well over in Ron. 49 people. Things have progressed. Oh, and we've expanded up into the northern quadrant here. Slightly into the mountainside, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe that'll slow the Rons down, but wow, they have really expanded quite quickly. Club of Az? That makes sense. Ooga. There's 28 of them over here. I don't know how this much land can sustain 28 of them. I don't know how happy we all are. We're pretty dissatisfied with things, except for this guy. Atto's like, he's living the life. He's having a great time, honestly. He's going home, he's chilling. Oh, kind of flew over there a little bit. His task is moving. Like, he's doing great. He's got 4 loots. What kind of loot do you got? He's a night child. He's got bloodlust, of course. He's ambitious. That's nice. Oh, he's ugly. Oh no. He's ugly. The poor guy. Oh, no wonder his happiness is falling. Oh no, dude. What's happening over here? Ehal's doing great. What has he got? He's got oh, he's fat. That's a common trait. He's, you know, but he's quick. He's fat, but he's quick, dude. Don't I don't even know what to say to you about that. He knows how to deflect projectiles. He's a miner. He's a miracle born. Appeared like a miracle into this world. That is, you know, that's so true. That's so true. And he's got a steel hammer. I don't know where he picked that up, but we've got our first boat. Oh, this is, the dwarves have made a harbor. They've made a boat. Have they left the island yet? Have the dwarves entered the villa? This could be huge. This could be kind of world defining. Honestly, we'll have to keep an eye on this one. How are things down in Ron? Moving along at a steady pace. We've got what looks to be a mine over here. And Ron has really expanded up the coastline here, which is quite nice. There's a monkey in here somewhere. There he is. Nice. Nice. What in the hell? Is that another scorpion? Sure looks like it. What is that? A yumping. He's poisonous and poison immune. Wow. Good to know. This one is boosted vitality. All right. All good to know. Good to know that this is in our world. I do wonder, where will the dwarves make landfall first, you know? If they choose to explore this side of the human civilizations, it could drastically change the course of things here. We'll have to see. Let's check in with Elron. What's life like in Elron? You know what? They've started farming quite a bit. That looks pretty good. So Eon is a moon child. They're weightless. They've got soft skin. They're fertile. And attractive. And they're content. You know what? I think life over in Elron is maybe where it's at. They've got some cool stuff going on over here. Ron needs to be stopped. I mean, you know, and Ron very well might be stopped if the dwarves come over here. Have you seen their health? They're kind of crazy with it. All right, let's oh wow. Some of them are getting quite fucked up though. Are you the leader? You are. You got legendary armor. What the hell? Where'd you get that? What the hell? Where the hell did you get that? What the fuck? Our only hope. The settlement of 28 dwarves. How many people does Ron have nowadays? 59. Wow, they are expanding quickly. All right, this is a good chance to check in with everybody. Where are we all at? What is this? Okay. We're in year 21. Up here in Sletro, we've got 72 people. Wow. Things have progressed. We've got a well. Our houses have been upgraded quite a bit. Windmill, longhouse. They've also got a mine going. And their space has kind of taken up quite a bit up here. The king is down here sleeping. You know, there's lots to be said about that. Dude's 38. He's got a steel spear, and he's got some leather boots. Honestly, I do worry a little bit about what that's gonna mean if the dwarves come. Because if the dwarves come, they've got some crazy armor, some crazy weapons. All right, let's check in with the orcs. Club of Az. Population's actually down a little, so I would imagine we're starting to run into scarcity. I wonder if the dwarves end up here, that could be catastrophic for them. Because these guys are hungry. And dwarves, well, they ain't never seen a dwarf before. They might just think it's a pig. Who knows? They're not very smart and they're awfully ugly. So who knows? Who knows? Those orcs may not do too well. In Elrond, things, you know, I want to say things have progressed, but you know, it doesn't really look that different than what it has. And they haven't really expanded their territory very much. They don't seem incredibly interested in that. Ooh, their leader is deceitful and has a bloodlust. Oh, that's quite interesting. Didn't expect that from the elves. All right, let's resume the world's progression. Let's see where things go from here. I think once we get to year 25, we're gonna hit, we're gonna give ourselves an extra multiplier of time. Hold on. Who is this? That's the leader, but the king is here. Oh, we've got multiple settlements. Fascinating. Underneath the kingdom of Ron, we've got multiple settlements now. That makes a lot of sense. Now I wonder what it is that these guys are really waiting on, because they've got the ships. What are they waiting for? Maybe they're building up their resources. Maybe they're building up a little bit of a stockpile of ships so that most of their civilization can leave the island at once. But I'll be honest, they have to leave soon, or else... Oh, this is an interesting development. It looks like a section of Sletro has maybe left and started their own civilization. We'll have to see if they interact friendly together. Very interesting. An interesting development for sure. Ooh, things are going a little bit interestingly over at Ron. I think our population went down a little bit. It dipped quite a bit. We could have gone through the first generation of individuals. Maybe we've passed down some of the lineages. Let's see where the king is, because I think our king... Oh, hold on now. Our king is 40 years old over at Ron. What the hell is that thing? Life has progressed in a way that I don't think I like over here. And as God, I can say that. All right, I can say that pretty. The kingdom of Thicron. So true. Thicron is wrapping around the coastline here. At some point soon, and once things really start to settle into the mountainside here for both civilizations, I think that's when we'll make a pass through the mountain and let them interact with each other. We'll see how they want to interact with each other. Maybe they want to be friendly. Maybe they want to go to war. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, once I really figured once that there was these ships, things would progress really, really quickly. But I'm kind of happy to hear that it's really not all that quick. It's an actually sentient. Wait, it's actually a sentient boat? What the hell? Smart boat with dumb boat problems? Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. It looks like winter has come. Half of the dwarf society is looks to be frozen. Hard to say if they're really all that happy, but they're looking pretty good. Honestly, generally they're doing pretty good over here. They've got 39 happy units. That's pretty good, I think. Maybe hard to say. Although Ron, wow, civilization of Ron, just a bunch of happy guys. Just a bunch of happy guys. It looks like this offshoot civilization is has assimilated. Ooh, what is this? Looks like a wizard's tower of some sort. And it feels like we've made a pretty major upgrade in terms of technology. The city hall here is now made of what looks to be stone. And there's lots happening. There is so much taking place over here in Sledro. They have 100 people. And I think they have an army of 10? That's new. Oh, maybe that's the reason that oh, I was gonna say maybe that's the reason that that these dwarves haven't actually expanded. But I'm actually not 100% sure why the dwarves haven't expanded. That's really interesting. Okay, good to know. The orcs are progressing. Oh wait, hold on. They've got a dock. This could change some things. If they sail over here and they start attacking the local wharfs, things could take a really big turn. All right, I think we're probably well past year 25. We're in year 28. Let's hit ourselves up with a little bit more time, right? Times 2. Wow. We've got another settlement of Ron up here, up in the north. Things are progressing quickly. They're slowly expanding into the desert. I expect this will be a little bit of a hazard for them that the citizens of Ron have not yet experienced. Things for the citizens of Ron have honestly been pretty good. So expanding into the desert is a tough thing for them. What do we got here? Whoa. Owewig has an epic weapon. And again, oh gosh, there's a fire in Elrond. I think. I'm not sure what's happening. What is this? I'm not sure what that was. They had a bad dream. He was an elf, and vegetables were meat? Oh my gosh. More boats have started to take to hit the oceans? Hold on, are we actually going to are we gonna see these two finally meet? Because the elves have boats out too. What about Ron? Are Ron people ship-faring people? They are. Wow. I wonder when that happened. You know, whenever it happened, they've progressed quite a bit, a little bit. Well, not, you know, well, you know. Oh, big development here. Okay. The dwarves, the people of Dreelhald, have actually made landfall and have started a civilization over here on the main land. This is the first competitive piece of land that could actually cause some contest. Very interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. That may really change some things up. It looks like Gold. Where are you going? Oh, interesting. It does seem that we've got a little bit of back and forth here. We've got another civilization down here from Elrond. That's interesting. It's very important because it's the first time that they've actually expanded. Okay, things are moving along. Things are moving and shaking. I don't think the orcs are doing that great. Yeah, they are slowly dying off. Their population is declining ever so slightly. They do have a fishing boat out, but we'll have to see how that fares out for them. Citizens of Ron are still expanding up north. It seems that they've actually cut themselves off right at the border of the desert. So we'll have to see if they're venturing in. Maybe they're just venturing in for resources and that kind of stuff. Makes sense. Ooh, who is this? Are you from... Where are you from, D? I think you're from Ron. That would make sense. Right? Hello? Anyway. Wait, Hearts of Void? Alliance? Hold on, wait a second. Oh! The humans have made an alliance. Oh, this is a very interesting development. Oh, very interesting. Ever since they were able to communicate via boats, they've actually started to form an alliance. They've realized that in this world, if they can control the center, they might have a chance at survival. Wow, it'll be really interesting to see how that fares out against these other civilizations. Maybe they'll start wars. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll just hold their ground. Western Ronland, not Western Ronland, but Western. Hold on. Let's get out of the alliance view. Let's get out of that. I actually don't know how to do that. We're on Western Sletro. They're progressing quite slowly, but these guys have so much health that I think if they were to interact with these guys from Sletro, I think the Sletro folks might have a really bad time. So we'll have to see how this fares out. We might have... Oh wow, even the sheep is pretty strong. What are the traits? They've got a legendary weapon. It's going for them. They're fat, ugly, weak, and honest. So I think, you know, honestly, actually, I see this working out kind of nicely for everybody. They're fat, ugly, weak, and honest. You know, this might actually go poorly for them. I can't see it going too many different ways. Wow, Ron is a bustling little place. It looks like ants. This is crazy. There's so much happening. Is the mountain just a boundary, or can the dwarves utilize it? That's a great question. As far as I was aware, it is a boundary, but the dwarves are miners. We'll have to see if they can make use of the mountain. It does tend to be their kind of thing, right? So we'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm not surprised that nobody's contesting this land down here, but things are moving quite at a rapid pace nowadays. It seems like the trade line between Ron, big war of Ron has ended. What? There was a war? How did we miss that? Hold on. Must not have been that big of a war. The big war of Ron. Where the hell was the war, dude? Hold on. Let's see. Can we find... Hold on. Let's pause the game really quick. We should be able to find war lines. Okay. Oh, whoa. Huh. I'm kind of wondering. Oh, Ron has decided to develop over here. That's interesting. There are giant bubbles encircling the people of Ron. I'm not really sure what that means. They're huge? Spell boost? Oh my god. Wow, the people of Ron have escalated quite a bit to the point of being magic users. This is a turn that I really didn't expect. Wow. He's a handsome migrant. Oh, Sid, you handsome migrant. And he had a good dream. Wow, the buffs on this guy, they're crazy. And he's singing. He's got a power up, spell boost, shielded, caffeinated. Brother, yeah, that sounds like that guy's living the dream. Now I wonder, where did this spell technology come from? I'm kind of thinking it might have come from the people of Sletro, but how? It's hard to imagine them sharing that technology, even with the people that they're in alliance with. There was a big war, so who's to say that that wasn't a big element of what that war was about? Crazy. The people of Elrond have really started to up their game. The expansion has gone quite crazy here. Looks like they have an armory, so they're at least prepared to defend themselves, as well as what looks to be a pretty thriving harbor down here and a thriving secondary civilization. Wow, things have progressed. I would imagine this is also the equivalent of a mage tower over here. What was that? What the fuck was that? What the hell? What the hell was that even? I'm really not sure. I think almost maybe we should slow things down a little bit to try to understand better what's happening to our civilizations. It seems that there was a little bit of a war that took place there. At least a bomb, an explosion of sorts. Really not sure what happened. Wow. Oh, wow. There seems to be sea monsters out here as well. Okay. How's the civilization of the dwarves on the mainland? Okay. It looks like things are progressing slowly here. And actually, the humans have made another settlement over here to the west. I can see maybe we'll start to get into some contentious territory here very soon, as land is slowly but surely becoming more and more precious and more of a commodity. We've got giant people mixed with smaller people. Wise and paranoid, deceitful. Woof, exactly the kinds of people that you want in your new civilization. Wow. Civilization of Ron is quite an interesting one. I know that we slowed things down to make sure that we had a good look of what was happening, but I think maybe we'll end up speeding things back up again. Wow, these guys in Slatro are very, very fast. They are so speedy. They are, except for Higgin. Except for Higgin. Wow. Very interesting. Okay. Wow. Even the boats are fast. That's crazy. Very interesting to see. All right. What are the general populations at? Ron is at 185. Drihald is at 69, and that's with both of their civilizations together. Slatro is at 263. Quite dominant. Quite a dominant force. Club of Az is actually increasing again, so we're back up to 31. It looks like they've got a hold of some magic themselves. Wow. They've gotten a hold of the giant trait, which is really going to be quite beneficial once the wars start. Wow, very interesting indeed. These developments, you know, it's hard to say what's going to take place from here, but looks like this person is ready for war of all sorts. They've got a silver bow, silver boots. Seiji, what's up? I can't believe I come here and the first thing I hear is 69. Listen, Seiji, what else could you expect? Uh-oh, the citizens of Ron have united under a new king, John. And he's got a different way of looking at the world. He's got a different way of looking at the world. All right. Now, we did slow things down to get a better look at what was happening in the world, but I think it's time to speed things back up. We're starting to understand where things have gone in terms of Ron civilization, in terms of all of the other civilizations. I think now we're entering the Age of Wonders. And it's soon going to be time for... Whoa! Comet! Strike on Slatro. A great opportunity for them to farm some new and rare resources, it seems. They don't seem too shaken up about the fact that a part of their land was absolutely fucking rocked by a by a flaming space rock. Maybe it's just a little bit too much for them to comprehend. Ships are sailing all sorts of places from all sorts of kingdoms. Lots of things are happening. Oh, this cloud is actually the one that's dropping down these magical spells. Yes. Okay. Very interesting. You know, as God, sometimes you just throw some things in there that you just don't quite understand, and you don't really know how they'll work out until after they've done their thing. It looks like the elves are starting to communicate with the people of Ron as well. They've sent a ship envoy to the kingdom there. Maybe they're trading back and forth. Who knows? Who knows? It does look like the civilization of Ron doesn't have that big of an army. Especially, well, actually, they've got a bigger army than Sletro. Very interesting. Just a casual comment. So true. Or a god crying weird flaming rocks. Who knows? Who knows? Seiji, how was your weekend, buddy? Hope it was good. This is, you know what? As a streamer, I gotta be honest, this is probably the funnest game I've played. I don't have to do fucking anything. I haven't done anything in the past, like, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. This is awesome. I've just been talking. They've been giving me so much to talk about. It's great. Wow. All right. Things are progressing pretty nicely in most of the civilizations. The biggest chunk of land still uncontested is this desert on the border of Ron. I think it wouldn't be a bold assessment to say that I think it'll remain unsettled for at least the majority of this time. I think once civilizations start to really fight over land, that's when we'll see this piece of land get utilized or at least settled. But it'll be quite interesting to see what happens there. And I think all that the world is really waiting on right now is just one civilization to get a little bit big-headed. I can see it being Sletro, with their population size being so big and them expanding out to most of their borders already. They're already starting to make contact here, down on the southern shore of their landmass with the dwarves. It'll be really quite interesting to see what happens. It was busier than I wanted. Your only streaming job is yapping, minimal brain power required. Listen, it's awesome. It's really cool. It's great. If all I have to do is yap, listen, I'm totally in. 100%. I'm sorry the weekend was busier than you had wanted, but hopefully it was good though. All right, we're really just waiting on the next major improvement here. I think what we've seen is, wow, actually Sletro is doing some pretty major city development. We're starting to see like actual roads and streets kind of pop up here. Very interesting. And they seem to have taken a look at what the elves were doing across the way and have replicated such farming techniques over here. Very, very interesting. However, the elves themselves are doing quite interesting work down here. With the very limited resources that they did have, they've expanded quite a bit. And their population has really boomed. They have 79 people in their army comparatively to the 82 in Sletro and the 85 in Ron. Things are moving quickly. Importantly, the people of Sletro are quite a bit weaker than the elves, and the elves are quite a bit weaker than the dwarves. So even though the dwarves only have a population of 99 and an army of 35, I think if they were to get into a war with the people of Sletro, things might be a little bit one-sided. Really hard to say though. I think we're possibly approaching a war down here, because I think tensions are getting a little high between these two. He's got bronze spears. Handsome migrant. Oh boy, they've got handsome migrants on their southern shore. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. If I know humans, they will take that as a as something to point the finger towards. Now, importantly, I think we may start to see, unless there's some major expansion, we may start to see a slight slowing of the population size of Sletro. Because like I said, they have started to actually completely utilize the land here. There's a little bit more land that they can grow into, but I think this will be the signifier of the slowdown. And once that slowdown starts to take place, I can see one of two things taking place. Either the people of Sletro try to take some other land, or, you know, they start to take some other land by force. Whoa. Wild screaming noise. Something has fallen from the sky. The king... Oh. The king of Sletro is dead. Whoa! This comet was huge! Wow, that's some major damage to Sletro. And you know what? As bad as this may be, this may stop a war from breaking out. But we'll have to see what new leadership looks like in the civilization of Sletro. And honestly, if I was in Elrond, or if I was in Driohald, this might be the opportunity that they need to actually start expanding into Sletro. So we'll have to see if anybody takes advantage of this tragedy and how long it'll take Sletro to rebuild. Wow. Me arriving at PEI. So true. So true. This handsome migrant. Wow. Things are progressing quite interestingly. The people of Ron, they've spread out their army both to the southern and northern sides. There's nothing really over here in the west. So if the dwarves ever decide to come from this angle, it'll take a little bit. Oh, the ground is shaking. Whoa, we've got a major swath of territory here in Ron that looks like it was on a fault line and has been affected quite considerably. I wonder if there was any other major areas affected by that earthquake. Yep. Into Sletro. Not surprising given the fact that they share the same continental slab. At some point soon, we may have to open up a path through the mountains. However, we'll still let things play out for the time being. It seems there's rats. Yep. It seems there's rats. All hail King Rog Ra of Az. A new king has been crowned in Az. We'll see if they progress any quicker. He's got bronze armor. Wow. He looks like he's ready for war. And he's got bloodlust. Things might progress. It's hard to say. Hard to say, indeed. Folks over in Elrond are still doing okay. I'd say we're probably starting to meet our... oh, they're speeding up from the magical cloud that's heading overhead. I think we're starting to reach some constraints over here from population size and from just the size of... oh, hold on. Okay, I think we're good over there. We're starting to see some population size constraints over here. And geologically, I think they're going to need to expand if they want to continue to grow. We'll see if it's within the elves' nature to do that. They seem to be creating a nice commerce network with Ron. Whether or not they're actually heading towards Sletro is a question that has yet to be answered, actually. Might make sense, because with Sletro being right next door, It's much easier to make a friend to the south rather than the neighbor. Although boats out of the southern part of Sletro are actually making commerce with Elrond as well. So I think they've gotten some friendly alliances going on there. There was a tornado that whipped through. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. We've got something going on over here. What is this? Got silver arm. Wow, this guy is kitted. Oh, wait. He's weak, slow, wise. He's got a bloodlust and hard skin. Get this man on the front lines. Wow, things are moving along. I don't think it'll be very long before we start to see. Oh wait, hold on. Whoa, what is happening? Oh, a dark mage has appeared. He's got an evil staff. He is evil. He's got regeneration. He's hot-headed. He's a giant. He's a veteran. Oh no. And he's a mage slayer. Wow. Whoa! He's taken out the countryside of Elrond here. Hold on. And a comet. Things are progressing quickly. I think Elrond's really gonna have to send some ships down to fight Budapiro, or things could really be dire for Elrond here. I don't think they've got the range to take him out from there, and I don't know if their ships can get close enough. This could be really dire. Wow, the population size of Elrond is really plummeting. They're wow. They're just not able to get to him. This could be a real game changer. True tragedy is struck. Not to the civilization that I thought it would be. But, you know, as the casual observer god, what am I supposed to do here, you know? Oh! He was killed! Where the hell did that hit? I mean, I know where that hit. I'm God. Oh yes, in Sletro. Oh gosh. Oh, the mage is actually just transported. And he was taken out by Sletro. Sletro, in a roundabout turn of events, has actually been the savior of Elrond. But will the people of Elrond appreciate this day for what it was? Who knows? Who knows? General peace has been, for the most part, restored to the world. Ron sits at 360 people, 157 strong in its army. Sletro at 347 people, 89 in its army. Dreohald, 141 with 62 in its army. Club of Az, 36 people. They're just a civilization of orcs, just chilling, honestly. They have no army. They're just a chill group of people. Elrond slowly starting to rebuild after tragedy struck its southern shore, with 91 people in its army and 218 in its general population. Its ships certainly looking the most sophisticated out of all of the ships. And they're making a major research boon over here, it looks. Wow, another king of Az has taken the throne. Hard to say what the future of Az will be. Let's see what this research actually turns up. What do you think it could be? Wow. What took place? What did you learn? Oh my. Oh my. Fascinating. Hard to say what was developed over here. Maybe we'll see it in action very shortly. Hard to say indeed. Whoa, there seems to be a war. What's taking place here? Who is it? The dwarves. Whoa, wait, hold on a second. There's little pumpkins. Maybe that's what's taking place. I think the little pumpkins are attacking the settlement, and both the dwarves and the army of Sletro have started to take action. Hard to say if this is a random event or maybe it's the doing of the elves. Who knows? These pumpkins seem to be... Wow. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. That sound is horrifying. Wow, lots of damage taking place here. Just from a few pumpkins. Right. Whoa! And just as a meteorite rockets into the mid-eastern part of Ron, devastating, for the most part, countryside. So I think most of the civilization and citizens of Ron were a little bit lucky there. Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. We're soon getting to the point where divine intervention may cause a little bit of change of pace. A little bit of change. Or, you know, maybe not. Another rocketing comment. Ooh, this time devastating the dwarves. Their latest settlement is... Whoa, there's fire raining down from the sky for some reason. It seems like it could be related to the comet, but really hard to say. It'll take the dwarves a little bit of time to rebuild here. This might be an opportunity for the folks of Sletro to start taking over some territory. A wild mage appeared to bring chaos to the world. Where did this mage spawn in? Old. Where did the mage spawn in? Huh? Hard to say where the mage spawned in. If he's seen Elrond again, it would not be good. I tell you that. Whoa. I cannot see him, so maybe things are okay. I mean, we'll see if civilization starts to, you know, get ripped apart. Oh, he seems to be over here with the orcs. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. There's a lot of orcs dying over here. Whether it's due to a mage, I don't know, actually. It could be totally irrelevant. We really don't know a whole lot about those orcs. Oh, wow. Hold on. Is this a volcano in this desert? That would make sense why it hasn't really been colonized yet, but we'll have to see. All right, it looks like the dwarves have, for the most part, rebuilt. We're waiting on the next major war. Yo, Ryan, what's up, dude? How you doing? Elrond seems to be building a major hall of some sort. It's hard to say what this is, but it seems to be of importance to them. Maybe it's a capital to their cities. Wow. Adorable. Look at them, you know? Sletro is still continuously building up. Neck or failure? What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? As we approach year 100, there may become an opportunity for some divine intervention. I think what we'll want to do, and I know this is a risky maneuver, is I think in the year 100, we'll open up the rock pass. Other than that, we'll have to see what happens. Doing good. Was on a trip over the weekend, so trying to get back into the things. Nice. Very nice, dude. Okay. I think we're just about to hit year 100 here. All right. And at this point, we're going to make a little bit of a change here. So, we are going to do one of them. Green wall, ancient wall. Okay, we got lots of different things going on here. Just add some seeds. Okay. Okay. Hold. Hold. How do we plant seeds? I'm sure we can figure this one out. Sponge. Hold. Wall of light. Yeah. Sand. Yeah. Couldn't be in here. I think this is just creatures, right? Super pumpkins. Little pumpkins. Yep. Hold. I wonder if bees would be the perfect way to do it. Natural disasters. Grass seeds. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Plant some seeds. Lush grass. We'll also plant, you know what? Let's make this a little bit interesting. We'll turn this into a, pretty acceptable biome. Let's put some enchanted seeds in here. I think. Yeah, let's put some enchanted seeds in here. And then that way, whatever grows in here will be worth fighting for. All right. Let's play ball. Who knows what this will bring. The civilization of Sletro has really been on the rise. I've always liked the look of this game, but never actually played it. This is your first time playing? It's not my first time playing it. I played it once years ago, Ryan. It's really fun. As a streamer, it's really a lot of fun because honestly, just because it's just really fun. It's really nice to kind of get in here and have something that's taking place the whole time, and I just get to commentate on it. It's like really fun, and like so far it's been a little uneventful, but I think things will really start to take a turn here not too long. We got some intermingling of the tribes here. It'll be really interesting to see how they interact over the long term. Looks like they're mining in some of the rocks as well. Ron is still growing steadily with a fairly sizable army. Actually, the largest of the armies present on the board. Whoa, big shift from Club of Az. We may have a king who is preparing for war. Previously, they had 0 people in their army. Now they have damn near the whole population. This is very interesting. A very interesting progression, for sure. Let's check out our alliance here. So the alliance of the humans is still present even after all of this time. Honestly, it might be exactly what the humans need, because the dwarves are quite strong, quite a bit stronger than humans. And it seems that the humans and the dwarves are interacting and intermingling quite nicely. So we'll see. We'll see. It still seems that the elves are over here on their own island. They're not really expanding. They're not really looking for much trouble. Hard to say how this will shake out in the long term, but eventually war over land will have to erupt. You have to imagine. Hard to say where it will come from, and hard to say who it will come from. What will be the causes for such pressure? The king down here in Driel Hall has passed, and we have a new king. Old, where is he? Old. Listen, I don't mean to be a big mean guy, but I want to show you a little bit of action. I'm gonna make this guy strong, and I'm gonna give him hard skin. And I'm also going to, he's already got bloodlust. I want this guy to start a war. I'm going to give him hot-headed as well. He's got a scar of divinity because I've interfered here. All right. God's getting a little bored. So I think what we want to do is spice things up. We'll see how that plays out. If there was ever a king prepared to do war, it's gonna be this guy, Gur-Antal. So we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully he feels ready. Hard to say if he will though, because the army sizes, they're getting a little hard to contest with. Alliance there, kingdom borders, villages. Okay. Clans. Religion layer. Interestingly enough, the humans both celebrate very different religions. Culturally, the northern humans are actually kind of looking like they might be closer to the elves. Very interesting. You know, I thought that maybe it would be the humans versus everybody else, but maybe we might have a war between the humans. That could be very interesting. Language, family layer, subspecies layer, not as important. We've got a lot of things that we can turn on. Holy! How's the money flow going? Oh, interesting. So the money is flowing between the folks of Sletro and the elves, and that seems to be the major financial transaction that's taking place. And I wonder, because it looks like it's going here and there's a shield. I wonder if that means that this is for protection, or at least so that there's peace between them. Wow. Fascinating. Turn off taxation right now, or at least the look of it. We're gonna pause it really quick. There's a couple of things that I want to do. Whisper of war. Whisper into someone's ear to start a war with them. Ooh. Yes, yes. So who did wage war? Ah, of course. So the war took place, I think it was between Ron, yeah, and Sletro. Ah, and Elrond defended, of course. Duration, it took 2 years. And it took place over 3 kingdoms. Wow. Oh, wow. Fascinating. Okay. It's good to know. Well, we had totally missed that one when it first happened. One thing I do want to do is we don't have our kingdom layer on. There we go. We're looking at the clans themselves. Okay. Fascinating. Whoa, we've got an army moving out. Hold on. Things are happening over here. What is going on? It looks like they might be sending... Wow, this is a very heavily manned boat. What are they going to do with this? Oh, they're taking it home. Okay. It hasn't left the yard. They may have forgotten something. Hold on. Give them some time. Is there an expansionist trait? It could further boost the probability of war. So there very well could be. There are some things you have to unlock over time. Ooh, we've got war. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've got war taking place between Elrond and the people of Sletro. Now, you know what this means? There is an alliance between Sletro and Ron, so there could be a little bit of a second wave coming in from the south. Whoa. Hold on, what are these? Little Anons. These are contagious rats. Oh my, they could have caused a contagion down in the south that the people of Sletro have actually taken advantage of. Wow. Now it's going to be a matter of whose technology is better. It looks like the technology from the elves may be a little bit stronger. We'll have to see how... Wow. The Mage Tower is really the only defense that that saves Sletro there. I think a big problem for Sletro is actually that one of its major harbors is over here on the far left side. There's actually no way for them to get all the way around the coastline. Wow. This may be the opportunity that wait, what is this? More humans! Where are you from? Are you from Ron? Awa. Stop it. Stop it. You are from the Kingdom of Ron. So the people of Ron have started to invade from the southern borders here. Wow, and they are really starting to wreak havoc. They're continuing up. Oh boy. But the people of Elrond are really not they're not holding back. And they're not done yet. It looks like Ron has tried to make a settlement down in the northern or southern part, but it just looks like they can't defend it. Looks like we've made landfall again from Sletro. But I think at this point, Elrond might be able to defend. It's really hard, and it's really going to be difficult for Sletro or Ron to make any more landfall. Oh, hold on, we're back. Wow. But it's really not taking long for the people of Elrond to fight off their advances. Really all depends on which civilization wants to call it quits first here. Looks like the king of one of the civilizations may have made landfall as well. There could be some major conflict taking place. Wow. Whoa! A huge outpouring of support. Reinforcements have hit the island of Elrond. Things could, wow. Really hard to understand what exactly is taking place here. But I do think Elrond is defending itself quite well. And all the while, a new king has been ushered in on Ron, and the king over on Oz is dead again. Oh no, their civilization has really started to plummet. They did have 40 something people, now they have 27. Things are going moderately poorly over on Az. And you know what? The dwarves, they're all just chilling. Are they all napping? Literally all of the dwarves are napping. They're all just sleeping. While the elves and the humans go to war, all of the dwarves sleep. Wow. And this war is absolutely devastating. Famine has started to strike the people of Elrond. Maybe this will turn into a war of attrition rather than just a war of might. Shabada. Shabada. Hard to say. However, there may just be enough people on Elrond to keep things moving. Actually, it seems that the forces from Ron and from Slotro have actually kind of slowed down. So maybe their attacks are finished. Yeah, I think that is the case. Hard to say what's going to happen with the settlement down here. I think the elves of Elrond, yeah, I think they're starting to recapture some of this area. Wow. Oh, actually, you know what? It seems that that is not the case. It seems that this territory is still part of the territory of Ron. And they've actually got a leader here. Hold on. That just so happens to be an elf. Wow, that is an interesting development. It seems there may have been some commingling between the humans of Ron and the elves of Elrond. Fascinating. Wow. Lots of things are taking place here. Lots of change. And it seems the first major war, I would say the first major conflict. Oh, they're developing bombs. Hold on. It seems the first major conflict. What's happening? Are they trying to kill the rats? That would make the most sense. Oh, wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, major development. Okay, Sletro has waged war on the dwarves. This will be a very defining moment because these dwarves are quite a bit stronger than the humans by quite a large margin. Except, hold on. Wow, this will really be an interesting fight. Time to zoom in. Whoa. This is quick. Imagine developing a big bomb after a big war. Wait. Wow, despite being horribly outnumbered, the dwarves are holding off the humans at a rate that I did not expect. I think it's mostly to do with this this longship that they've brought in, defending the coastline. Most of the land has been absolutely ravaged, but the longship seems to be able to hold off, for the most part, the invaders. Whoa. All right. Whoa, we've got a secondary clash. It's hard to say who this is between. Doesn't look like there's any dwarves in here. But you got to imagine that there may be. Huh. Whoa, okay, here we go. What is taking place? Hold on. They're from Schimpf. Where the fuck is Schimpf? Is that what this place is? No, that's Ron. Sletro. So where's Schimpf? Hold on. Wait a second. Sletro has actually taken over part of, wow. Oh man, this is a development that I didn't see happening. But Sletro has slowly started to take the landmass from Ron. Wow, and they've slowly been integrating the population of Ron into Sletro. I wonder if this is a matter of population happiness, or if this is a bit of an intimidation tactic. Who knows? We'll see how this plays out. This war could really be a defining moment for this whole continent. Much bigger than originally anticipated, for sure. Wow. Yo, Volution, what's up? I'm so late to stream. How goes it? It goes well. You're not late. You're perfectly on time. It looks like the dwarves are going to be able to hold off their space really easily here. I think it'll be incredibly difficult for anybody to make landfall on this little island. So if... Whoa! Hold on! I stand corrected. This is so chaotic. However, the dwarves seem to have won the day on that one. I think this... Oh! Sletro is completely taken over Ron. Wow. This is very crazy. This has escalated so quickly. Not the way that I anticipated it going either. Oh! This has been completely taken over now. Rather than it being Ron, Ron is actually integrated into Elrond. Wow. Oh, this is its entirely new settlement. Not Elrond. Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh, the dwarves have actually been blown back a few ages here, it seems. They've got a coalition though. Hold on. Wait a second. Let's take a look at the alliances really quickly here. There seems to be a dragon coalition between the dwarves and the elves. Oh, now this could be interesting. That could start a pincer war to regain some of the land lost, as well as put the humans back in check. I think what these two civilizations are going to need is to work together with Rennie and maybe even Club of Az. Aaron? Aaron? I love that bit. I love that bit. It is so good. We'll have to see how the dwarves redevelop. But for right now, they're certainly struggling. 36 members of their army. Wow. 157 members of their army. Whoa. What is taking place? Hold on. It's so difficult to tell What the hell they're fighting? What are they fighting? Very, very interesting developments. What else is here? What are they fighting? Oh. He's honest. That's nice. He's freeze-proof. Wow. I think they might be just sparring. Hard to say, though. This guy is buff. Beefy and buff. Wow. A blazing heat wave has swept across the land. Wow, that's topical. I wonder, man, opening up that that pathway between the mountains really did a lot more than I anticipated it would originally do. I thought it would be transformational, but I really didn't expect it to be this quick. Wow. Things are progressing very quickly for the settlement of Sletro. Now becoming a very dominant force on the map. Civilization of what was formerly Ron is hold on. Megapolis, have a city with 200 humans. We are Legion. So true, so true. Burn it all to the ground. Listen, Volusia. We're slowly trying to let we're just an observer in this, you know. We're letting the humans figure out their own shit, and if they want to fight each other to the death, they'll fight each other to the death. They got no problem doing that, trust me. The war still seems to be taking place. Oh, there's another war. Oh my. Wow. Sletro is really just absolutely hammering everything that they can. Wow. Between their numbers and it seems their advancements in warfare, it seems that they are just absolutely pummeling Elrond. Observing how farmers treated plant life, the pumpkins decided it was time to harvest puny souls. The pumpkins have come to life again. However, it seems they're less of a match for the people of Sletro than they were once before in the past. Wow. Elrond seems to have been able to hold off the invading army significantly with worse effect. Oh my. This could be the last of the population here. It's tragic to see it end like this, but so it goes. This is the last fight for the people of Elrond. It seems during the fights, they lost their main capital and actually shifted into a tribal form that they have named. What did they named it? No, yeah, no, they're Elrond. All right, never mind. Yas Siona. The clan of Yas Siona. Wow. And it seems that Ron, the original settlement of Ron and Slatro have started to take over this continent as well. Wow. Not surprising. However, it is a development for sure. The dwarves are getting hammered again on the northern shore. I don't know if they're going to be able to fight this one off. It seems that their resources are quite lacking in comparison to their the offensive coming in at them. Wow. The fucking noises. Wow. And you know what? The orcs still just chilling. While the world burns around them, the orcs are just chilling. Not much has changed with them. Whoa, hold on. A fire mage, Auror, has hit the northern shores of Slatro. He's devastating the countryside. Hold on. This could be exactly the kind of development that the people of, well, actually, maybe they'll be okay. let's look up here for a little bit. Oh, the mage is down for the count. Hold on, he's stunned. He's on the run a little bit, but he's regenerated quite quickly. Wow. Wow. Absolutely wrecking the place. Oh, he's in the water. He can't swim. Or at least not very well. He's just like me for real, for real. Wow. This mage has single-handedly caused the most destruction to Slatro that has actually happened this entire world's existence. This mage and his son have been a devastating force on the people of Slatro. Quite ironic, the civilization that warred and tore out most of the world is actually being burned from the inside. Crazy. I'm sure not the way that most of them thought this would go, but you know, that's just the way life goes. It seems this mage, Auror, may be nigh unstoppable. His fire is spreading even to the more southern parts of the island. This took a turn. It did. It took a real big turn. Where did our mage go? I lost him. What is that? What the hell is that guy? Oh, Flemish. Of course. It seems that the mage is cursing. It seems he's cursing. Where's the big mage? Hold on. Watch your mouth. Find a kid whose words would make a sailor blush. So true. Where's the big mage? Has he finally been taken out? I still hear something going on over here. What in that? Oh, it's a cat. And that's a sheep. Okay, things are cooling down a little bit. Oh, hold on. There's Aurora. He's still fucking shit up, dude. He's still fucking shit up, dude. And it's so hard for the humans to come in at him because they don't have any fire resistance. Why would they? They've never had to deal with fire before. They've never even seen fire before. Wow. He's just getting stronger here. He's fighting. And how much? Wait, hold on a second. He's looted 6,000 and oh my. He's got 102 kills under his belt. He's not very happy though, which is maybe a little bit indicative of what's taking place here. Aurora is the Kingslayer for sure. We'll have to see how this progresses, because with his happiness being as low as it is, you have to imagine he'll start to wonder, is this all worth it? Oh, he's down. And this may be the opportunity that Slatro needed. He is on the ropes, it seems. Oh, no, not that much, actually. He's actually totally fine. He's actually leveled up a little bit. He's got much more HP than he did before. And he's racking up them kills, dude. Okay, well. Wow, a tornado has struck through. This is a turn of events for sure. But Aurora is he's still totally fine. He's got one child. He's taken on the world by himself. What a time. So many burned buildings. Yeah. Wow. I think the major problem is that the humans are trying to fight him with fire. However, I'm pretty sure, hold on. He is fireproof. He's one-eyed and he's crippled. Oh my. There may be an opportunity here coming. It seems that they've been able to at least get some ranged attacks in on him. And they're doing quite a bit of damage. His mobility is down because of his crippled nature. He's healing, he's fighting, he's fucking, he's he's doing a lot of things that I think are adding up to eventually what will be his demise. It's just a matter of how much of the land and how much of these civilizations is he going to be able to take with him. Wow. It just seems to keep going on and on. All the while, the dwarves are slowly rebuilding. It sounds like he's getting a little tired with that Ignis. And he's retreated. The fuck, dude? Yeah, I think the humans are gonna really struggle to take this guy out. He's repositioned himself and seems to be much better suited. Wait. Hold on. He may have been taken out. Wait! Wait a second. Do you see what I see? This is an orc. We've made landfall, ladies and gentlemen, and the orcs are starting to take advantage of the weakened state of Slatro. This could be huge. If the orcs are able to take advantage of this freshly cleaned up territory, wow, they could make some major advancements for themselves. Although it seems that they are dying to the fire just as quickly as they can get over here. Oh no. And the fire seems to be ravaging through the enchanted pass. Wow. A new village has been founded. Where's that at? Hold on. What did I tell you? The orcs have apparently made a new village right here. Why it's not showing up on the map, who knows? Maybe it's just not advanced that far. Or maybe it's been squashed out immediately. Who knows? Wow. This really took a turn. Whoa, what is that? A fire elemental. Whoa. There are apparently, out of the fires, many new creatures have been born. Perhaps it's remnants of Bloor's rampage through the countryside. This area will be even more difficult to take back than I originally thought. Wow. Whoa. We've got a warship coming in from the orcs. It's fascinating. Much of the civilizations have actually just reverted quite a bit in previous generations and previous eras of society. With so much strife and so much hardship that's taking place over the last little bit, there's really only one dominant society left. And it is constantly warring. It's hard to say how that'll fare out for them in the long run, but... Whoa. Whoa. This village has officially been destroyed. This village has officially been founded. This village has been destroyed. This village has been founded. The King Hela of Ron is dead. Seems that there was a... Wow. Oh! There was a murder! Wow. It's really hard to follow what's happening. These humans and elves. You know, maybe this is what... maybe this is what being God truly is. Is just understanding that you will never understand what is truly taking place. Looks like there's a little bit of a struggle for land here. These folks from the south are gonna try to colonize a little bit of the land for themselves and maybe even create a little bit of a settlement. Sora of Ron. There's a new king. Crazy. Wow. It's crazy how much impact these orcs have had after an entire campaign of really not doing a whole lot. They tried to come in and pick up the pieces, and it looks like most of the fires are actually out up in this northern part of the continent. Once they do, I would imagine most of this territory will be recolonized. By who? It's going to be hard to say, but it looks like there are some contenders already in the mix. Wow. The dwarves are rebuilding. They're fighting off invaders from Aeon. That's interesting. And this game is so cool. Like, what the heck? Yeah, dude. At a meeting, and now the world is on fire? Yeah, it's nuts, dude. So what happened? I'll run you through it really quickly. What had happened was that Slotro and Ron, they had okay. It's crazy, dude. So Slotro and Ron, they had an alliance, right? And at year 100, we opened up the pass here and actually planted in some enchanted woods. So this was quite an enticing little area. What happened was Slotro actually migrated through the pass and started taking over territory in northern Ron. to the point where there was actually a civil war that took place, dividing the countries around here. This side being Ron, this side being Cilantro. And slowly but surely, Cilantro totally raided through the entirety of Ron, bombarding them wholly. Ron had migrated over here and eventually became its own settlement of what is now Yipebshid. From there, what had actually taken place was there was a fire mage that spawned in up here and tore through the entirety of Cilantro and really decimated the numbers up in the northern side of the population. All the while, Cilantro was fighting a war with the dwarves, and they were able to hold their ground quite well. They're still around, and they're still fighting off invaders here and there. Things have progressed, obviously, to great extents, and it's really hard to say where this will end. But new things are popping up everywhere. Flower buds are popping up. That's a new kind of thing. And fairies, that's new. And whatever the hell Blen is. And Luma, of course. Yes, yes, yes. Wow. We've got, we've got new traits over here. We've got Sunblessed, heals over time when exposed to sunlight. That's nice. That's a really good benefit for them. Oh, that's what Luma is. Very interesting. Schlabga. Whoa. Harbinger of the Apocalypse? Whoa. What an item. That's crazy. He's got a special brain box. Created 166 years ago. Wow. A relic of a war-long thought. It looks like the dwarves may eventually take their own turn trying to be aggressors. Hard to say though. The civilizations of Cilantro have slowly started to rebuild. Wow. Hold on. Let's bring up the kingdom layer again. So Cilantro has degraded quite a bit. They've lost that northern part of their land. Did I hear a cat in the background? Subtle indicator. So true. So true. Elrond is still around. Insanely enough, Ron still has a tiny foothold on this southern part. King is very sad. Where is this king? This is a leader, not a king. No wonder he's so sad. What did they lead? What did they lead? Wow. Although I'll be honest, the kingdom of Renee, this king is quite smug at the moment. What's taking place over here? Where are you at? King, what is he doing? Personality administrator. Task. What is his task currently? Oh, he's got some steel armor and a golden tooth. And he fell in love. Oh, that's so nice. But he is starving. He's starving to death. Oh, God. He's got a lot of coins, though. I haven't been taking a look at how many coins people have, but he's got quite a few of them. Wow. Fascinating. Fascinating discovery, for sure. Wow, this war still wages on from Sletro to Driohald. It's crazy that this war has lasted so long. It's been maybe at least a century. Well, very nearing a century. What are they developing over here? I honestly don't know what that was. I have no clue what they're doing here, dude. I have no clue what they're doing. It seems nobody's been able to resettle this northern section of the map. However, there are, like I mentioned before, some contenders. Looks like there's a new pocket of the Renee Kingdom popping up there. Wow. What is the army size of this place? 61 versus 62. Wow. Even despite being so much smaller, most of the dwarf population has joined the army. It seems they see much benefit in raising a people of warriors ready to defend their homeland. Elrond slowly starting to rebuild after years of being ravaged by war, by famine at one point. They're slowly starting to rebuild. Looks like they're prioritizing farming, which is nice to see. Wow. It'll be very interesting to see what takes place in this northern section of the map whenever that finally gets rebuilt. And honestly, the orcs over here just fucking chilling, dude. They're just chilling. What are they doing? Is that unpopulated territory to east of the desert? Yeah, the East Desert is completely unpopulated, as well as this this little island up here. What is going on over here? Oh, there is actually somebody here from Ron. It looks like an explorer. I don't know how they've made it there, but they are there for sure. Wow. How are we doing over here? Looks like the war has settled down and it's a time of rebuilding for most civilizations. Sletro is slowly regaining its population. And honestly, if I were a citizen of Sletro, I would be imploring my king to let us settle. Let us out of this time of war. And let us be prosperous and peaceful people. But who knows what will actually take place? That is out of my hands. Except it's not. I could totally make it happen. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, I spoke too soon. War is breaking out. It's all right. It's all right. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. It looks like Renee is really starting to expand into this new territory, really rebuilding some of these older homes that have been once populated. Fascinating stuff. Elrond is still one of the more dominant societies, interestingly enough. Notably, if Elrond and Ron actually started to fight, I do believe Elrond would completely wipe out Ron. Although they have comparable armies, I think the people of Elrond are quite a bit stronger than the people of Ron. Good to know. Keep an eye on that development. Looks like the King of Ray is starting to expand into the territory. Whether or not he gets taken out by these contagion laden rats is going to be a different story. He might actually bring that back to Ron. One thing about this northern area of the map is wildlife is beginning to thrive, and with that, there are their own issues and challenges that will take place from that. Fascinating. Well, with that, it seems like most of the conflict has come to a standstill. And most of the conflict is chilled. So I think this is a good time to say we'll come back and check in on the progression of this world. Actually, there's a new settlement up top here. I wonder where they come from. It seems like Ron. Yeah, Ron is expanding back into the north this time. They've shifted locations on the map and actually have completely made opposite sides of the map their home from Slotro. Fascinating developments. We'll continue to observe this over time, and we'll watch their progress with great glee. We'll save this for now. And we'll return, see how things progress. For the time being, I'm done playing God. That was a lot of fun. Man, that was crazy. I knew that WorldBox was a lot of fun. I haven't played it in a long time though. It's been quite a while since I've jumped into it. That was a lot of fun. Man, oh man. And for the first RP stream, playing God, that feels right. I don't know if it was hopefully it was fun to watch. It was really fun to do though. So I don't really mind either way. Wow. That was that time flew by. 2.5 hours later, here we are. That was a blast. That was a lot of fun. I think we're gonna enjoy this new time slot and streaming on Mondays. Okay. I'm trying to gather myself and gather my thoughts. That was a lot to take in. I watched so many civilizations that I created die and were reborn and moved and settled and were aggressors and were victims. Oh, it was beautiful. Truly beautiful. What a fun game. Maybe we'll play that next Monday as well. Just a quick reminder, tomorrow is content creator support hotline. So if you have any questions on content creation or anything like that, that is going to be a fantastic time to bring those questions to the forefront. Other than that, we're going to be answering commonly asked questions from across subreddits, commonly asked questions on search engines, all sorts of things. I've also got a few different major questions that we're going to spearhead. So that's going to be taking place tomorrow. And then over on Thursday and Friday, we're also going to be playing some Grounded. We may play a little bit of Mecha Chameleon on Friday. I think that'll be a good way to end out the weekend, or end the week, especially this week. because we've got so many more streams on the horizon. It might be a nice way to kind of end things off. And I was talking a little bit at the very, very top of the cast. We may have to add in the cheeky, a cheeky Saturday stream every once in a while, just to be able to make sure that we get some opportunity for the community to join in on those Mech Chameleon days. Because I know everybody's working, and especially on Fridays during the day, that can be tough, as you might imagine. So give some opportunity for folks from the community to join in on those opportunities as well. So this was a lot of fun. I I didn't anticipate it being that much fun, but it was really fun. I was mentioning just before we got into WorldBox that I was a little bit nervous and a little bit anxious coming into the stream today, but this was a lot of fun. I don't even know why I was nervous. I don't know where that came from, but the new schedule and trying new things, it's always, always fun. All right, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and thanks for trying something new with me. All right, we'll be back tomorrow with, again, more of something that's a little bit more familiar, but something new as well. So I will see you guys then, and in the meantime, enjoy your day, have a good one, be safe, love yourself and love the people around you, and most importantly, go outside. All right, bye.